My great people, this is Independent TV7. In the previous article, talking about Charlie Boy, and the headline for that previous article was that why I didn't support TINUBU to be president. That's what the headline says. But to continue, we have heard a lot about him. We know who Charlie Boy is. We know who Oputef family. You know what they represent. And there are so many questions that have given or asked that have been asked of Charlie Boy. Supporting Peter Obi, and later not supporting Tinubu, and he has given us the reason why he did not support Tinubu. Not because he never liked Tinubu, not because he did not like Atiku, or not because he liked Peter Obi, but he said he saw a trait, from his father to Peter Obi. And Peter Obi, let's assume he said Peter Obi is an Igbo, as same as he's from the southeast or south or thereabout. But I believe he understands what the questions have been thrown to him. But in a nutshell and in limelight, we could continue. A lot of people have accused him, Charlie Boy, for supporting Peter Obi blindly, and that the only reason he's supporting him is because he's Igbo. He said, how can he respond to that? But he said, firstly, let me say that most of the people who say that are people who don't even know me at all. He said it's crazy to think of me in that light. That's complete blue shit or bullshit or thereabout. He said people who know me know say I don't do tribe. I don't do religion either. Say me, I know they follow within the trend. They are Mumu people. I am supporting the man called Peter Obi because I see him in the right qualities that a leader should have. It's crazy for people to think I am one of those bigots messing things up in this country. He now said, let me tell you, I have had quite a large number of young people that have sponsored their education from secondary through university, and none of them was Igbo. Okay. He said, now, I don't know how that happened, but I guess why that is so. It is because my professional life as an entertainer all started in Lagos. 80% of the people that received their patronage from the Charlie Boy Foundation were all from the West. And then there were also a few from Benin. That is not to say I haven't done a few things for people in the East. Surely I have. But I'm talking about when you train people from secondary school to the university. Now, it is Yoruba people who enjoy that the most from me. That is coming from Charlie Boy as it is. Now, to jump to the next question that was asked him or asked of him, he said, okay, the question says, do you actually believe most of the things we hear he did? Do you believe those things are true? He said, well, it is not for me to believe or disbelieve. But when a certain character is attached to someone's image, it's hard to shift. And the fact that these things have been trailing him for ever since I can remember makes it even harder. It didn't start today or now, and there is no smoke without fire. I don't know the man personally, but his utterances, they jolted me. His utterances leave me dumbfounded most of the time, and I don't understand any of that. I mean, this issue is a tough thing. Coming to serve, to lead people, to carry people and place them first before whatever your ambition in life is. That's the way leadership should be, and I don't think it's is that kind of a person. I don't think so. Otherwise, he should not have said stuff like Emilokan. Okay, now Taliban is talking about Tinubu. That word Emilokan, he said he does not really understand, but notwithstanding, he said it's not about whose turn it is. It is about who is the right person for the job. I have met some very exceptional Yoruba people, very intelligent, decent people. So why must we always bring out a division of 3 people from us? Because you can't tell me or you can't tell me say for Yoruba land the person wey no pass na Tinubu. No, I would even have preferred an Oshibaju instead of a Tinubu, if you may ask. Now the next question said there are those who argue that looking at the complexity of Nigeria as a problem, they share enormity of it, it would require a hugely experienced person. What do you think about that? Now, Charlie Boy have something to say. Experience in governance. Now, but the track record doesn't show any of that. Governance is about the people, not about yourself. When person track record no they show that they have love. Okay, when person track record no they show that they have love for the people, but it's showing that one is selfish, self-centered, arrogant. Those are not the qualities I expect a leader to have. Now, a leader should be more sympathetic. He should listen more. He should feel more, because people are looking up to you. We were saddled with Buhari. He still defined the certificate. He never gave us till now. And now we still want to continue with that? No. These are all the things stunting our growth, and we want to pass it under. No way. Well, yes, is your tribe person. That is why. He is a Christian, I'm a Muslim. That's why. No. Those are just shabby excuses that don't work. We want progress. We don't want a stagnation. Now, are things getting any better? If you may ask. Charlie Boy continued by saying they are not. At the very least, we must have someone who is carrying the burden of leadership. And when you are carrying the burden of leadership, it is the people that you are most concerned with, nothing else. And I have not seen that as yet. Now, what do you think are Peter Obi's chances at the tribunal? Do you see him emerging victorious? Okay, Charlie Boy responded and says, well, all eyes are on the judiciary. Why Nigeria is more or less a failed state is because people invest in individuals, not in the institutions. A case like we have right now, if this were a normal, sane country, the case is done and dusted. Now, people are worried. What is the judiciary going to do? What is their work? So when you bastardize all institutions, you have rubber-stamped corruption. Yes, there is a corruption everywhere, whether it is in America, UK, but the institutions are still as strong as it will be. Because if you are a rich man and you go and do something really bad and you are caught, you will go in for it. Justice for one is justice for all. But in Nigeria, once you have money, you become above the law. No. And from recent events, it's obvious the so-called people in leadership are saying they have a different set of rules made exclusively for them. No. And that is not right, which is not right. Is not acceptable. The laws should not be made for certain people and excluding certain people. No. Now, how do you respond to this? There are those who can't understand how Peter Obi reached the conclusion that he won the election. They wonder